and in this video we are going to be continuing the airbag job on this 51 Chevy. Basically I'm going to be focusing on getting the front end put together. In the last video I got the cross member put up in there, and I finally got some parts in so I can start putting the front suspension all together. And also I'm going to start working on getting the bed stripped and getting my wheel wells cut out so I can start doing the rear suspension. It's getting the 4-link airbags, all that fun stuff out back. So, let's get to work. Here is our bone stock bed. As you can see, it has these little running, I don't know what the hell they're called. I think they're just called bed strips. Basically, they run all the way along the length of the bed and they hold the wood in. It can kind of be done a couple different ways. Sometimes, depending on how it's been done, sometimes you can just take off like 6 or 8 main bolts and all of it will come out. Sometimes you have to take off each individual strip, and there's probably 7 or 8 bolts per strip. And these, I'm pretty sure, are the original bolts, so they are just rusted all to shit. I guarantee, you know, they're going to be 70 years old. So, I'm hoping I can get away with just taking these big ones off, but like I said, sometimes you can't. Sometimes it has to be each individual strip. So, we'll find out. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get the camera under there to show you what I'm doing. So, that's another thing we'll have to find out. Let's go. I've been fighting this for about an hour now, and I've taken out all the bolts that I can. The rest are rusted solid. It still isn't budging, so it's time for time lapse, because I'm going to be cutting on this damn thing forever. There's probably 60 bolts I got to cut. So, time lapse now! Finally! This shit took 6 hours. We are going to be doing tubs on this, mini tubs, only like 3 inches, 4 inches. But I need to figure out where I can cut it.
Two hours later. I decided to make these welds gold, baby. Silicone bronze, playboy. So, I got the start of the wheel tub done. I still need to close this in, but I'm going to wait on closing that in until I get the frame done. I'm going to be putting some little C-notches in the frame so the axle can go up there for a little bit more clearance. I think once I put these in and it's covered, because this will be filled in, once that's covered, it'll be a little bit more of a pain in the ass to get in there and cut my frame. So I'm going to go ahead and do my C-notches now. What it is it's a big old thick 6-inch pipe cut in half. It's 1/4-inch plate. And then what I'm going to do is cut the frame out, put the pipe in there, and then it gives basically your axle 3 more inches of travel. You know, your axle can go up in there. Right now the way it sits, with my axle all the way up in there with the wheels are running, we got pretty tall wheels. Without the cutouts in the frame, without the C-notches, I got about 2 inches of ride height with it all the way down. If I put these in, I'll get 3, so I'll be able to lay it down right on the running boards, which is what we want. So, a couple little extra things I gotta do, but you know, if it's something that simple, it's not that big of a deal. So, let's do it. Whoa, man, that was awesome. So I made a template. Now all I gotta do is turn this template into metal, just like this. There we go, just like that. And I'm gonna weld it right here. And it really gives a lot of extra strength to the C-notch. Some frames you don't have to do it as much, but definitely on these you have to because they're kind of thinner. And it's really always good to do it. Oh, ring light went down. That scared the shit out of me. Okay, so we have our rear 4-link prepped and ready to go. We have the axle prepped and ready to go. I have the axle prepped and ready to go. Everything's ground down. I have this back, it's gonna be a new cross member. I got it all prepped and ready to weld in. I'm gonna weld it in first, and then my rear bag mounts will go to that, and then I'll be able to put my rear bag mounts on the actual axle here. And then once I know exactly where that is, I can start, focus, you piece of shit. I can start figuring out exactly where my 4-link bars are gonna go. Most likely I'm gonna have to put a plate up here somewhere, or a big, I got a real big thick pipe, or a square tubing, I might end up putting that up there. It's burning my arm, but I was worried about the welder fucking up again. Looks like the key's off a little bit. I'm gonna have to file it. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. This is going to be where we stop on this video. Originally when I started this video, I thought that I was going to pretty much just bolt the stuff on the front end and then knock out the rear suspension real fast. That obviously ended up being a shitload more work than I was expecting, so I kind of piled up a lot of footage real quick. So this will be a part 2, and then a part 3 of this video series. I'll go ahead and get the rear suspension all done. I already got some of the, bracing and some of the bag mounts started back there, so it should be easy to finish it up on the next one. But definitely a lot more work than I was expecting, trying to get the plating done and the C-notch and all that. Usually I can knock that out pretty quick. This one just kind of fought me a lot. Also, getting the bed stripped was a hell of a lot bigger job than I thought. There was 80 some odd bolts and every single one of them was rusty, so that was a pain in the ass too. But thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that stuff they tell you to do at the end of videos, and check out some more of my other videos. Peace. Oh, check it out, by the way. My 5-year-old tatted me up, so I got sleeved out, baby.